Hey y'all, I'm Ali. Welcome to Little Hill Homestead. We're doing Thanksgiving this week for you guys so that you guys maybe have some sides or some new ideas or I don't know. We thought we'd bring you Thanksgiving. So me growing up, we always did candy yams that my mom would mix some butter and brown sugar, pour it into a casserole dish, and then throw some marshmallows on top and then bake it. That's what we grew up on. I don't know if Shawn's family did yams. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think they did because he was kind of like, what is this when he came to our first Thanksgiving? But our kids didn't really like it. So we kind of switched it up and you can do this with yams as well. You just take canned yams and mash them or sweet potatoes. We live in the South, so we do sweet potatoes. I have 3 sweet potatoes. I baked these in the oven when I was doing my pumpkins for my pumpkin pie. I did 350 degrees for 90 minutes and they pretty much just fall apart. So the first step is to take the skins off and put our potatoes, whoops, not the whole thing, into the pan, the bowl. What is she talking about, you guys? I like to take the little stems. They're not stems, it's where it grew, but take those off where the vine went from them and make sure you just get all the skin off. Put these into a pot. This isn't a pot. This is a bowl. You guys can tell that I've been filming today, huh? I start to lose my words. So some people boil these. I find that it gets them a little too wet for my liking. So we like to bake them. It's just easier. Let me rinse this off. Okay, I'm going to use my spoon and just give those a quick mash. By the way, this recipe can be doubled to do a 9x13. We're doing a 9x9 because there's only 4 of us here today. If you have a larger amount of people, multiply it, you guys. This one does great for that. Just a bigger pan. If you guys need like a big aluminum pan, you could do like a 4 times recipe and you'd be good to go. Okay, my sweet potatoes are nice and thick, which is why I like to use them baked. If you want to do Instant Pot or whatever, you do you. I'm going to take these and get rid of them. Actually, I'm going to look up, can sweet potatoes go to chickens? Because we have chickens. First thing you need is butter. How much did I melt here? This was a half stick of butter. So you need a 1/4 cup of butter going in there. I melted it just to make my life easy instead of trying to cream it in. You need, next, I wrote this down. Like I said, we don't make these all the time, and so it's not like committed to memory like when I do certain other stuff. The next thing we need, 1 egg. That's easy. Almost threw it. Oh my God, she used 2 hands to crack an egg, y'all. You need 1/4 cup of sugar. Cane sugar, white sugar, whatever you want. Brown sugar would work as well. I add a little molasses to basically make my own brown sugar. Maybe. We used a molasses in like every recipe today. Have you noticed that? So for molasses, we need a couple teaspoons. I eyeball it just because it's easier. That's good right there. I've told you before, it's the Azure Standard Old Fashioned. That's our favorite molasses that we use. Free samples. You need 1/4 cup of milk or heavy cream, your choice. We're using heavy cream because why not? Then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Again, I'm an eyeballer. I just kind of go, oh look, at my mother jar, that looks like a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then the last thing you need is salt. It's a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So apparently my phone is out of storage, and so I had to delete some stuff and it stopped recording. All I did was add some salt. We added a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then we put it in the 9x9 that I lightly sprayed with oil. And then I'm going to reset and bring you guys back to show you the topping part. Y'all, this stuff has it out for me. First, my phone ran out of memory, and then it died when I tried to film, and it wasn't even near each other. Anyways, I made a topping. Here's what it looks like. It's got butter, a brown sugar, and pecans, a little bit of flour. I will put the recipe below for this one because it has turned into quite the disaster. So you can do this pecan version or pecan, depending on how you say it, or just put marshmallows on it. And we're just gonna bake it in the oven. I bake this one at 350 to 375. It's kind of like you have a lot going on in your oven at Thanksgiving. And so I put it in kind of at whatever temperature fits everything else. This one, if your sweet potatoes were still hot, it only needs like 20 minutes. Mine are not going to be hot. And so I give it 30 to 35 minutes until it's nice and bubbly on the top. if you do the brown sugar, butter, streusel thing, it becomes like this like beautiful, I don't even know how to describe it. It thickens up and becomes amazing. If you do marshmallows, they just get beautiful and toasty on top. I will show you guys the final, what it looks like when baked in our final video of this little Thanksgiving adventure. It has proved to be quite a lot of work, but you know, that's what Thanksgiving is. Anyways, here's what we've got going so far. And the turkey I'm gonna go check on right now. Shawn's been working on it all day, and I'm gonna go look at that, and then I'll form our rolls in just a minute, and that's a whole other video. So what do you think of these? This one was quite the disaster, but you guys seem to like when things don't work out for me, you guys enjoy it. Anyways, I'll put the recipe below for this one, and I'll show you what the final looks like in the final video.